Hello everyone, Shadow here, and I wanted to provide you with a general channel update. But first, some housekeeping. Please like, subscribe, and share. Doing so will really help my channel. So I wanted to take some time to talk to you guys about recent activities on my channel as well as in real life. Now, it's nothing bad, it's just things are probably gonna slow down for a little bit. And the reason being is I'm supposed to start a new job in a couple of weeks, and there I will be considered essential personnel. That means my commute back and forth from New Jersey to New York will resume. And that means less time to work on the projects I actually had laid out. But don't worry, work will still continue. It just might be slower. I do have a few days in between the ending of my current job and the start of my new job. During that time, I plan on working on some videos to release over the course of the next month. And most of you have seen a heavy interest in Transport Fever 2 recently. In fact, I think most of my new subscribers are from Transport Fever 2. And again, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Your support is truly appreciated. But yes, the Pseudo New York series is coming along quite nicely. To date, I have completed almost half of the lines in the city. At the time of this recording, I am currently working on the first A Division line, which would be the number 7 train. But just so you guys know, I don't plan on including all of the A Division lines. In fact, it might only be the 7 at this time. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the map turns out. Also, to my original subscribers, I had planned on returning to Elite Dangerous, which actually started this channel. I had ideas and designs on a season 2 of the Commander, and I have it roughly parsed out in terms of how I want the story to go. It's mainly just collecting footage, which I actually have hundreds of hours of, and if there's actual attention to that series, because that one is a scripted series and it requires a lot of work and a lot of time. So if it doesn't get attention, I am not going to continue it. Not to mention, I had plans on doing some voice recording or some sort of audio recordings for season 2 and possibly re-releasing season 1 in that format. And if you're unaware of the Elite Dangerous Commander series that I had released, I'll just post a link up above so that you guys can catch up. The idea of the series was to bring some sort of story to Elite Dangerous that bordered on satire but also created a sense of mystery and intrigue alongside some of the events that were going on with the game at the time. Actually, I'm quite happy how the first season turned out in terms of the scripting, especially the final episode. That is before it got dinged by YouTube because I had used copyrighted music. You win some, you lose some. But for season 2, I will likely use a lot of the music that are not only in the YouTube library, but the music you have been seeing showcased in the World of Warship videos. A lot of those musics actually line up with where the story I intend on telling goes in Commander Season 2. That is, if I ever make it. I do plan on making the first episode of Season 2 just to see how much interest it garners. Given the fact that the current story is now about, what, 2 years old, maybe 3? It will include a time jump, but maybe not as much as 3 years. However, I do plan on including a series of time jumps over the course of the season. That way it can line up with events that will be coming out in the game. The idea being, with the release of carriers coming out in the summertime, that, well, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I do want to include a carrier in the series where it becomes the commander's base of operations. But all of that depends on how much time and interest, not to mention in-game money, that I actually have at that time. And not to mention, being the fact that it is a scripted series, it takes a lot longer to produce and make. But we're getting ahead of ourselves because I probably won't even get around to that till... Honestly, I don't know, but it will be several months before I can actually showcase anything on that project. Real life got a real life. But I really do hope that if it is ever released in its entirety, that you guys will enjoy it. And speaking of World of Warships, to my World of Warship fans, again, thank you for your support over the last few videos as well. I know I have slowed down on their release. That's mainly due to the fact that I haven't really played much of World of Warships this month, because between work and Transport Fever 2 pseudo series, I really haven't had that much time to game, really. But I do owe you guys an update for February as well as March, and given the fact that we're at the end of March, I'm probably gonna work on that in the beginning of April and just compile both of them. Because I did have a few funny matches over the past couple of months. At least I like to think that they were funny, that I will put together into a single video for you guys to check out. Maybe 2 videos. Let's see. I also want to provide you guys with an update on my attempts at building a new rig. So what I still need is a motherboard, the video card, and additional memory. I have everything else that I need at this time. I have the processor, I have the tower, I have some memory already, but for what I am going to be doing, especially if it's video editing and not to mention work and other stuff, I would need maybe double or triple what I already have. The problem there is that I was depending on my tax return, which I haven't been able to do because of the current corona crisis. I have not been able to get to my accountant since he lives in New York, and that's gonna hold up that process.
Let's win this one.
Fortunately, they extended the tax deadline, but in the meanwhile, that just means you guys will have to put up with very laggy videos, especially in like games like Transport Fever 2. And also, I wanted to transition into other games when they come out, like Microsoft Flight Simulator. I really have my eye on that one, and the dreaded Star Citizen. I do wanna check it out. I already have an account and everything, but I haven't really played because, well, let's not travel down that road right now. But with that being said, that's all the updates I have for you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. And by the way, yes, I do play Infinite Warfare. I enjoy this game very much. It's a nice de-stressor, especially since I work in social services and it can be very emotionally taxing. So taking it out on the dissidents of the internet is always awesome. Oh, and on that note, I just want to say a lot of nonprofits out there require your assistance now more than ever in order to complete the vital work that they're doing in the community. So if you can donate, please do. It really does help.
Mission accomplished. A good day's work.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.